I wanted to ask you a few questions about the markings that you see on pretty much every plastic product that gets made in a mold. There's these kind of little lines that you see go through the product. I think there's up here. You can see this line over here. What is that? Do I need that in my product? Why is it there?
Yeah. Well, it's not so much a do you need it, it's a byproduct of the manufacturing process. So flash marks are a result of two halves of a mold coming together and the excess material, because it's very hard to create a perfect bond between two molds. They're two separate pieces of steel. So you typically have a little bit of what's called a flash mark going around the product. And that's really that's really a sign of where the two halves of the mold have come together. You can see over here, this was molded with two halves coming down. And I know that because from top and bottom in that direction, and I can see that because there's a flash mark going all the way around this fin, which is for this product over here, slots in. For this upper, these are two separate parts, and the flash mark is non-existent here because you've done it right on the edge. And sometimes that's not desirable because it can be a sharp edge. And we could get away with that here because this lid snaps on here, and you don't actually have any skin contact with that edge, which is fine. You can see, even not with just a pure plate. I mean, this is silicone. There's a flash mark on this, and this is an expanded foam slipper or sandal or whatever you want to call it. And there's two flash marks. There's one around the sole's edge, just down the bottom, and there's one over here because they've had an insert come and create the cavity for the actual foot to go in. Yeah.
Cool. So it sounds like with the marks, there's kind of a bit of thought process that goes into where the mold will meet. You obviously want it as least visible as possible when you've got your product. If I'm coming to you and wanting you to design a product for me, is that something that I need to think about, or can you do that for me? How does that work?
This is typically what we have extensive experience in, where these flash marks need to go. In the example of this, could we allow for no flash mark and have it the flash mark, which is pretty much it's where the mold ends. So here we could allow for it because of this lid. So that's something we were able to allow for. Here it was unavoidable because of the nature of the product, the shape. It's a very round edge. So we just copped it, as they say, and let it run its length around the product where it disappears into this cavity over here. This is what we do. We find the right place for it to go and work with our factory and push them to limits on what is possible.